Interesting. One after another, everyone made their way into the dining hall. And before long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just 6 of us. That's barely enough to make a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be so sour. Don't be a sourpuss. You gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered.
Yeah.
I checked out all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There are metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Kodo? Huh? Why do you
So
ask?
then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something that every floor has. Bathrooms? Are you talking about stairs? Or any stairs leading up from the 5th floor? That's what you're talking about. Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of the school. All that's left now is the underlying mystery.
But
That's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it through out of this. No, I'm not sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
could it be?
If this was like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant, or... You're talking about Resident Evil. I know tyrant, and I know what you're talking about. You need a rocket launcher to kill him. Anyway, and a helicopter. I gotta stop. Recompose. Okay, there we go. We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how hard you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them effectively.
no.
I don't really like how you said that, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it was right too. Asshole.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found that more than one thing to be worried about. There's a stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that thing was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the other ones that live in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on at 7:30 every morning on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Oh, hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it.
You know?
Okay. There was a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? Yeah, that's right. 5 of them. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make some fried chicken. Ooh, or a barbecue. Decisions. Ooh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and it had the words "Crazy Diamond" had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamonds? Well, it does sound familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it. I remember. It was on Monato's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on a pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Monato must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here. And Monokuma confiscated it? Whatever the reason. That's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking that maybe we could use that to call for help. How are you gonna call help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe we can use it to make some crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go make some crop circles. And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know?
You know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm even more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Hey Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Because you told her to zip it or whatever. No, I had forgotten about that. Jesus, man. I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. Don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up! And don't interrupt me when the Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and just something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing's huge. It's like Rambo sized.
What?
It's a survival knife of some sort, of some type. What was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna... What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to all of us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I don't want to leave a knife just lying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it lying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more importantly, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. You don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what should we do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
okay.
And that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say in this?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're all acting like I already said yes. Fine. Guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You have made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Alright, Byakuya, what's up? By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh, blood, and the smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've ever encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there and that in the room. A bunch of people killed in there? Stop, seriously. I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is, the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago.
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would help explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that would make sense and all, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. Oh right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how's it not one of us have ever heard of something happening like this? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
yo!
So, now what do we do?
Hmm.
Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way!
Jeez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna burst through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for being selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina is the ultimate swimming pro. Hiro is the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she never's told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
What?
If I had thought you had a sense of humor, I would say you were joking, but if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
this is.
You can't be
very
serious right now,
suspicious.
can you?
Whew.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you gonna do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I cannot allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you the key to her room, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want to do that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine. Understood. Good. You're finally in a mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her key room to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because.
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However,
The worst school, where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be so sure that life here hasn't been filled with only the worst thing? That life here has only been filled with the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us, and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. What? The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
But
I think you went too far, taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko going to do now? Plus, the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura, and I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
because I mean,
Look. Hi, what are you doing here? It's you. How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry. Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you that there's a thief in your midst. Huh?
Hey!
My precious. They stole it. Your
Your
precious?
teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze. Wait, what? I hope you all get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
so,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Who else would, other than her, would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it, and why would she do that? It's nighttime already.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh. We need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow. And about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your room, don't go out wandering.
well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. That's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place would be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko? I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go.
Hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you?
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. Well, what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight for you. So Sakura broke the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets may lie hidden within. She did that for us? She violated the school regulations to help us? She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I had just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
Correct. I wanted to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have any proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, then does that mean that Mukuro Ikusabi could actually be the mastermind? Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't... God, I'm sorry. We can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
So,
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in there? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want to draw his attention? And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know, we don't know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't honor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you say, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but stand there and listen.
hey,
If it's true, then that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then we would have a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think about what might happen if we fail,
Why is that?
I don't think you need to worry about all that much. After all, with minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I could tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world wouldn't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought. I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of a crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
we gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
now we know the danger. But if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead. The enemy standing before us, even with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how you feel, and wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens to you?
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, if you hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back to you at some point. You can make sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Ah, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said it. I can't just forget it that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her court goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. Then I got to work.